Hello guys and welcome to the reanalysis of the MC202. The MC202 is a plane I already made an analysis of, but that when 1.29 hit the streets, it saw its flight model slightly changed. Also, the previous review, of course, happened in arcade, and as you know, I'm doing the current reviews in historical battles, so never hurts to give me my thoughts on to give you my thoughts on a current plane in historical battles. I can tell you yes, I know the flight model of the plane got changed in 1.29, but I can tell you that I don't feel a lot of difference between the previous MC202 and the current one. To be honest, I don't even know what they changed. For me, it feels exactly the same. I have flown it both in arcade and historical battles, of course. So I can tell I don't feel whatever they changed shouldn't be very big because I haven't found any big difference. Or maybe it's related to some parts of the flight model that don't affect the plane in the way I fly it. I fly this plane as an energy fighter with a secondary capability as a boom and zoomer and turn and burner, but mostly as an energy fighter. And it's got all the trademarks of a great energy fighter, even more at its level. This plane is very low level, it's level 4 only. I'll just insist on what I said in my first plane analysis. This is an energy fighter. This is one of the best level 2 planes right now in the plane set. I would say it's the best or second best fighter, tied with the P40E, and would be the third level 4 if we take in account the premium, because the Americans get the Ki 61 at level 4, and that play is simply fantastic. That's by far my favorite level 4 fighter. As for this particular one, it's an energy fighter. Think of it as a BF109 E3. It's actually a bit faster than the E3. It's slower than the F, but it's sitting in between the E and the F. So you can guess that level 4 this plane is very good. Doesn't climb as good as the E3, but the change is not really noticeable. I mean, it accelerates and climbs very well. It's very light. It has a pretty nice wing, so it's also a decent turn fighter. It's not a turn fighter. Do not expect this plane to outrun Hurricanes, Spitfires, etc. But in case of an emergency, or if you have to really pull it to finish off a kill, this plane can turn. The biggest drawback of this plane, without any doubt, are the weapons. The weapons are a couple of 50 cals and a couple light machine guns, 7.7s, and this is not enough. This is not enough. The plane on itself, it's amazing. With a couple of 20mm guns, this plane would be an absolute monster, a beauty to fly. And actually, there were MC202s in World War II that flew with 20mm cannons, but it was one of the latest series and it's not in the game, and I don't know if that model will be in the game at all. But with 20mm guns, this would be a really dangerous plane. Indeed. As for the weapons, there are a couple of 50 cals on the cowling, and the 7.7 are in the wings. So convergence in this plane is not really necessary, because I mean the most part of the damage you are doing with the 50 cals, but I mean, it's a fighter, and you know, I have already said this in previous videos. I always put my convergence at something like 250 meters. As for the cost, is dirt cheap. It's just 880 lions to repair in historicals. The reward is only 180%, which is not a lot. You are not going to win a lot of money with this plane. but you will never lose money. I mean, this is a pure money maker. You can do a lot of money with this plane, playing it a lot. I mean, you're not going to get huge incomes in single battles, but if you ever get shot down, it doesn't mind. I mean, it's not really worrisome because it's just 880 lions. Also, it's a level 4, so you can access battles pretty soon. You don't have to wait like you have to do in higher levels. And it's an amazing plane. I love it. I love it to bits. And the camouflage is really amazing. The black crosses, I added them myself with decals as the red cat, but I like this camo sim a lot, a lot. So well, that's it for the intro. Let's see the action. One battle of historical battles in the MC202. So historical battles, rural mission. Already near the targets, I spot a lot of lower bandits and I'm going to start going for them. First I see an F4U, Spitfire and D520, the French Premium. Spitfire is going for the 109. I put some good shots on him and zoom away. The beauty of this plane is how much you can turn between styles. You can switch between styles. At one given time you are boom and zooming, which is not the most effective way of flying this plane because I mean the weapons are not enough. But at the first stages of the engagement you can simply boom and zoom, stay safe, and choose the moment where you want to close the fight a little bit. And then use pure energy fighting, and then if you want to you can even close the fight even more and actually turn fight. So dive in I go, fire on the 520 and move away and zooming. As you can see, it's just hit and run tactics. You are basically like a mosquito, not the plane, the insect. You are just flying around, being a nuisance. You are putting some stings here and there, but you are not going to do a huge lot of damage in these initial stages of the engagement. It's easy to understand why. The plane simply doesn't have the weapons to do well in boom and zoom. You only have very limited windows of opportunity to shoot the enemy, and you need a lot of hits to bring someone down, and this plane simply doesn't. So you simply have to adapt to that, and there's no way around that. It's as simple as that. But for the initial stage of the engagement, you can help a lot your team by being that nuisance, because you are distracting them. You are actually sometimes you are actually forcing them to break off attacks. You are basically being a pain in the ass. You won't get or score a lot of kills this way, but you will be helping your team, and later when numbers are dwindling and you have a better situation in your team and you can actually engage in close engagements, then is when you want to score the kills. At the game start, you don't want to, because you can't. Right now what I'm doing is to close the fight because I see a BF-109 in serious trouble, but there are a lot of enemies coming. Still, I'm trying to clear his 6, but I don't have a good luck with it. And I have attracted attention. Look at that Corsair. He's running behind me. So it's time to stabilize and climb a bit and get energy on my back. This is a very fast plane, but the Corsair is a much quicker plane, so it's going to catch up. Right now I'm just winning separation to get away from other enemies. I know sooner or later I have to engage this guy, but I want to do so alone in 1v1. Still I ask for cover just in case someone is close enough to assist. But right now I'm not holding my breath. I know this is going to be a 1v1. But I want to make it in my territory, in my field, in my ground, not in theirs. So well, once I think it's a good time to do so, I break down, when he starts to turn towards me and he's close, I barrel roll around him, and now the whole fight is over for him because I'm behind him, and it's as simple as knowing that you can't outturn MC202 with a crosshair. It's simply impossible. The only chance this guy has is to try to dive, win separation, win speed, and get away from the guns. And of course, I'm going to try everything in my hand not to let him run. So as soon as he levels, I fire away to force his maneuvers and to slow him down a bit so I can keep on hitting him. But you saw how easy it was to turn the tables. Break turn, roll, barrel roll, he overshoot, and I came behind him. Remember the overshoot lesson. You want the guy behind you in front of you. Well, that's a textbook case of how to get a very, very good overshoot. Because right now he's powerless. He only can dive away and try to win speed, but I'm not letting him. And I get a critical. Whatever it is, whatever I have damage, he's turning. He's forced to turn, and now he can't move away. I'm simply coming in for the kill and will simply deal the killing blow. And there you go. He's dead. The rest of the battle is nothing to write home about, to be honest, so I'll skip to another battle. We are very close to the enemies already, and I'm diving on that P40 to help our Stuka. So I come down on him, get some hits, and again, opening the stages of the fight, I'm going to stay in Boom and Zoom. I don't want to become very slow and easy, being an easy target with so many enemies around. Hurricane there, drop on him, get some good shots, and moving away. In this battle I was actually trying the tracer ammunition for the machine guns for the first time. And I was satisfied, but even so, well, you're going to see it. More hits, he maneuvers, and I go away. Again, coming down. There's a P42, so I'm getting a little bit worried. The 109 is in serious trouble right now. But again, has no clue on how to do a drag. Or maybe he didn't know I was coming for the help. That if you are trying bandit to die because you're dragging him, or if you have someone in your tail and you want a friendly to clean you, don't turn towards him. Don't do it. Because if you do so, what you are doing is putting an impossible shot on the guy who you want to help you. Just try to turn slightly so the target becomes an easy target for the guy who's trying to help you. If you start turning like mad and you bring him towards the other guy has to pull up and come down again. So, well, P47 there, I pull up. Oops, I didn't see this one. And I'm on fire, but I'm lucky. I'm really lucky. The fire goes away instantly. Still, I'm badly damaged. Plane is developing a nice smoke trail. There goes the 109, who didn't know how to properly avoid. And here comes the Corsair again. I turn, roll opposite. He goes up. I can't actually follow very well, but I try to, just to avoid his next pass, which is going to happen very soon if I level up. He goes for that BF-109, so this gives me a little window to breathe. I can go behind the P-47 and try to help that Henker 111, but that guy is already dead. So, well, things don't look very good right now. The P-47 is trying to avoid. And, well, I have problems maneuvering because the plane is badly damaged. You can see that in the screen. I get a lot of hits on the P-47. Try to pull up, but, well, the plane really maneuvers very well. And you can see the P-47 is really damaged, but I'm going to keep on harassing him to force him to crash. I mean, these weapons don't really deal fatal damage. Well, they do so sometimes, but it's rare. I asked for help, but of course no one's near because all the team is, I don't know what they are doing. The P-47 is in serious trouble, so what I do is to cut engine, ensure another very powerful hit, put power again, try to do a barrel more or less as I can, because the plane handles very wrong. And come on him, put another shot, and there you go. But that guy went down because of cumulative damage that prevented him to maneuver very well, not because I dealt fatal damage. But now I have a Corsair and a Hurricane behind, which is very bad news. Still, I close the turn as much as I can. The Hurricane is what really bothers me, but the F4U has crashed. I don't know why, but with this plane I get a lot of crashes, so it's now 1v1. Really, if for all the times I get someone to crash, or to crash versus a friendly, or to ram someone, or whatever in this plane, if by all those times I would get a proper maneuver kill, I will have twice the kills. But well, Wellington there, P-40 there, I'm trying to build up speed in a dive. The P-40 has come and gone, so no worries. That's defensive fire from the Wellington, and the Hurricane simply can't follow me. Hurricane is much slower than this plane, much slower. So that was the problem, that before the Corsair crashed, I was in a very bad position because I couldn't run away because the Corsair would catch me, and I couldn't turn because the Hurricane would catch me. So it was in a very bad spot, but once the Corsair crashed, I only had to keep on going. So Captain Beagles. Captain Beagles. There was something going on with this guy. I don't know why, but he really wanted my skin. Really did. But still, I'm running. Valiant Knight in Shining Armor is running back to base because, well, I mean, you only have to look at the plane to know why I'm running away. I'm still trailing smoke. Thankfully, the engine is okay. The engine has no damage, and I'm able to keep on running and disengage. And now I'm spotted. You can see that in chat. Someone says "Run JV," and I'm like, well, I just hope they are fans and they want nothing else. So we'll see. Hurricane is still there. I start zooming away a bit and climbing a bit because I'm going to use my ability to build energy faster than him. Now I have enough separation to play, but he's moving away. So it's time to return my almost destroyed plane. Look at that wing. Back to action. I know I have not a lot of ammo left. And well, the plane really handles very weird with this wing. But I mean, if you stay in energy fighting, the Hurricane simply can't do crap. Even when you have damaged wings, you can keep it up. See, the plane wobbles a lot. I don't really have a good deal of control when I dive, but I'm trying to predict where he is. Got a good burst in the initial pass. Coming again. Some hits. Man, not a powerful burst, but at least I get some hits. Which is my objective. What I want to do is several passes, keep on making damage, and to get it to the point that cumulative damage eventually ends up being enough for him to crash. Or I get lucky, a critical, maybe get him on fire. The Hurricane is a plane that goes on fire very fast. So I come again. Have very low ammo, so I don't want to spam the button. I'm just waiting to be in the proper range. Miss the shot, but not this one. Ah, good move. Good. Just in time. I was about to put those shots on him. But again, up I go. Yeah, look at that. They are asking if I'm recording. And I say, yep. And of course, we all know what that means. Everyone for me. So yeah, still keeping the chase on that Hurricane. Now I know they are coming for me. So my idea is, okay, let's try to finish off this guy and come back to base and repair this plane because I can't fight the odds versus a plane with almost no ammo and with wing and fuselage in this state. So I come closer and closer and closer. Hold fire. More hits. Look at those. I'm hitting in all passes. I mean, they are another time. They are not very powerful bursts independently, but cumulative damage should have really be feeling in that plane. And it's not. The weapons are very underwhelming. Very, very underwhelming in the C202. Well, of course, you can't have it all in a level 4 fighter. I mean, it's amazing for this level. I come again, more hits, and ooh, look what's coming here. It's time for me to forget about that Hurricane and to start thinking about my own survival. I only have 5 rounds left, which equals no ammo, to be honest. So what I do is to look at them, they come, they throw rocket, I go directly at them. So now they are forced to turn around and drop all your energy, the energy that they built in the dive. They have burned it in turning towards me. But now I have even worse news. There's a P40 up there, and the P40 is very fast as well. I mean, this plane is fast for a level 4, but the P40 is also a very fast plane for a level 4. So what I do, even when I have 2 Hurricanes behind, is to maneuver slightly to force the P40 to do exactly the same that those guys have done, which are now 3 behind me. The P40 has to turn around and to come down on him, so a lot of his speed will be used up in the turning. So I'm winning some time. The problem here is that I'm moving away from my base, not towards my base. So I still have to turn, and I mean I have to return and to land. I shouldn't tell them that he's. I mean, I'm basically telling them if you catch me, I'm defenseless. But and then telling Beagles, Captain Beagles, that well, I mean, I put a lot of hits on him, and he's still not just flying. He's coming for me actively, so he must not be that badly damaged. I got unlucky. That's true. I mean, no criticals, no. Well, what you're going to do? The thing is, I couldn't actually start a close fight with him. With a plane this damaged, you want to stay fast as much as you can. And look at this, even damaged. By the way, if you don't know it, damaged surfaces, fuselage, wings, whatever, affect your top speed. If you have a red wing, you are going to go slower than if you have a perfect wing, because the bullets and the holes and the damage causes drag, and the plane isn't as fast when you are perfectly repaired than when you are damaged. So they have turned it away, and well, it's my turn to return. They have noticed it. I have turned it again towards the base, so this hurricane is coming for me, and I'm playing exactly the same trick. I come head on for him, not for a head on, but to force him to turn to chase me. Same with this guy. I come towards him, now he has to turn to come towards me. And he's going to dump a lot of that speed he has in order to come for me. And that's it, because you can see we have 6 ground targets to kill before winning. Now 5, and that Dornier 217 is, and that Wellington are going to kill them. So we are going to win this. So let's jump to the results. The guys didn't actually get me, so yeah, let's see the results. So we won. Let's see the rewards, which for a plane this level and this cheap to repair are not bad at all. Not bad at all. So there it is, the second look at the MC202 after 1.29. This is still a very good plane. It simply has it all as the firepower, but you can't have it all in a plane of level 4. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you have liked this video, give me a thumbs up, always helps. Any comments you want to make in the comment section below, and if you want to see more of this, subscribe. Again, thanks a lot for watching, and see you later.